The best way to predict the future is to create it. At Enactus UL, we strive to create a hopeful, more sustainable future for all. I'm Anya.
I'm Aoife.
I'm Aoife.
I'm Elma.
I'm Julie, alongside Eimear on tech.
Today, we will focus on two of our projects, SparkEd and KindFinds, who have been making a positive, sustainable impact on people, planet, and prosperity.
Our journey begins with SparkEd, who in its sixth year continues to inspire the next generation of leaders. Using our sound business principles, we've adopted an e-learning business model. SparkEd's creation arises from the need for a centralised resource hub that is accessible to all.
Did you leave secondary school without valuable life skills such as CV creation or presentation and interview skills?
SparkEd provides essential workshops and resources to ensure that students leave school with essential life experience.
Our 6 interactive workshops and career guidance section empower senior cycle students to take their futures into their own hands as entrepreneurial leaders.
One of our biggest successes this year was our CV workshop. According to our needs assessment, only 43% of students had an up-to-date CV. At an age where students are starting to think about getting their own part-time job, SparkEd identified this issue and formed a CV team to give personal feedback to students. Now, 84% of students have a ready-to-use CV.
A teacher from St. Patrick's Comprehensive School in Clare shared that her students found the workshops extremely helpful in developing their skills.
Along with our pre-recorded workshops, SparkEd offered a variety of live workshops this year. Our long-term partner, Law Ed, explained the different careers in law and the Irish legal system. Picant, a creative media agency based in Limerick, gave a workshop about video production and creation.
As we know, Enactus places a strong emphasis on social entrepreneurship. To encourage this in our student, 2 UL lecturers as well as the UL Sustainability Coordinator provided workshops on this topic.
We believe in educating our youth on sustainability, and we promote innovative thinking. To foster this, we organised a competition with our students, with the prize being a week of work experience at Uber's Limerick office, one of our long-term corporate partners.
The competition required participants to develop an innovative project addressing a UN Sustainable Development Goal. The 2 winners of the competition gained valuable life and work skills that they can bring forward with them into their future careers as leaders, entrepreneurs, and change makers.
These workshops, alongside our career videos, enable students to make a well-informed decision about their futures.
This year, SparkEd positively influenced more than 3 times the number of students as last year. We significantly increased our impacts from 296 students last year to an amazing 1,259. This incredible gain of 325% highlights our enormous growth potential and the value SparkEd brings to so many students.
We have impacted students in 32 schools across all 4 provinces under 2 of our payment structures for both DEIS and non-DEIS schools. Non-DEIS schools pay just €5 per student. This year we have reached 10 non-DEIS schools, generating €2,995. This is an incredible 245% increase from our total of €860 last year.
Our second payment structure is for DEIS schools, who are not required to pay. A DEIS school is in a disadvantaged area, and thanks to our partner Uber, we gained €1,500 in sponsorship to enable 826 DEIS students to take part in our programme.
We have many schools that continue to take part in the programme year on year, while we also expand our reach across the country. Geraldine McGrath from Castletroy College emphasises the unique value that SparkEd adds to her students' education.
While SparkEd is typically aimed at TY students, this year we've impacted a huge, untapped market, Leaving Cert and LCA. We have reached 178 5th and 6th year students, making SparkEd even more inclusive. LCA is an alternative to Leaving Cert and focuses less on traditional academics. Here's what LCA teacher Sinead Cassidy had to say.
I feel the SparkEd programme was beneficial for my LCA cohort. I felt the CV and interview skills workshops were the most beneficial as it aided them for their key assignments on interviews and CVs.
In total, Sparkhead has generated €4,495 this year. As Sparkhead's reach continues to grow every year, we plan to improve our resources on alternatives to college, in line with the LCA and DASH students participating in our programme.
After seeing the success of our work experience, we plan to increase our partnerships with large multinationals such as Uber, in order to provide even more invaluable work experience opportunities to our students, further enhancing our revolutionary service to our future leaders.
Just as Sparkhead continues to grow, so does Enactus UL. Today, we are thrilled to introduce our newest project, KindFinds.
43% of survey respondents believe that animal testing is no longer an issue in Ireland. This belief can stem from the EU's restriction on the sale of cosmetics involving animal testing.
However, animal experimentation in the beauty industry continues across Europe due to significant exceptions to this restriction. Up to 150 new chemicals are given the green light to be tested on animals, despite solely being used in cosmetic products.
At KindFinds, we believe that the best and most sustainable way to protect animals from this unnecessary suffering is through education. It is undeniable that the power of the consumer lies in their demand. A reduced demand for cosmetics tested on animals will force companies into more ethical production.
Our goal is to create a platform that promotes Irish ethically made cosmetics by listing each product with a link detailing where it can be purchased. This will make it easier for consumers to make a positive change in their everyday purchases and is unlike any other platform on the Irish market. We believe that a shift in demand will lead to more responsible production and consumption, a key SDG.
Did you know that 88% of top cosmetic brands globally still use animal testing? We learned that only 13% of participants in our needs assessment survey use cruelty-free products daily. Almost 40% have never thought to check. We identified a gap in the Irish market for an innovative platform displaying cruelty-free products available, with a staggering 90% of participants interested in such a service.
At KindFinds, we believe that a cruelty-free cosmetics industry would not only benefit our furry friends, but also the wider environment.
As well as animal welfare issues, there is also huge negative environmental impacts of animal testing. Typically, facilities that engage in animal testing not only dispose of animals, but also of dangerous chemicals, food waste, and other supplies used during testing. Animal testing also heavily impacts water and air quality.
According to the National Institute of Health, animal testing facilities have generated a total of £1.5 million of waste between 2011 and 2013.
On the 9th of March this year, we officially launched KindFinds. We hosted an event with over 50 people and began to build our community from there. 100% of attendees felt more informed on the issue of animal testing after the event, where we discussed the reality of the problem in Ireland.
Since March, our social media has been growing steadily, and we've already made 540 media impressions and gained over 100 followers. We are using social media to actively spread awareness on animal testing in Ireland and further afield through our campaign Fact Friday.
Every Friday, our followers learn something new about the issue of animal testing. Our social media has received a wave of positive feedback from enthusiastic animal lovers and those who simply want to learn more about the issue.
Our next step is to build a website using the certified Leaping Bunny logo to determine whether a product is cruelty-free. Only products that meet the rigorous no animal testing criteria are awarded this certification. This means ensuring no suppliers, manufacturers, or other third parties involved in production use animal testing.
We plan to develop a steady revenue stream by earning commissions on purchase links to products listed on our website. As our community of users continues to grow and more people buy cruelty-free, so will our revenue.
We also plan to build partnerships with local beauty brands and to create and sell selection boxes with a range of our favourite cruelty-free products. The selling price will include a donation to KindFinds. This will allow the buyer to buy a selection of cruelty-free goods while simultaneously supporting an initiative that is working to end animal testing in the beauty industry.
What a better way to finish off our first 3 months than by visiting an animal shelter and showing kindness to animals in need. As you could probably tell by our name, kindness is the foundation of what we do.
With the help of KindFinds, all it takes is an extra minute choosing your shampoo or lipstick, to change the lives of millions of animals. Just as our community grows, so does the future for life on land.
We would like to mention our other remarkable project, Any Time of the Month, who had yet another successful year.
As well as continuing to reduce the stigma surrounding periods by making over 16,000 social media impressions, we are also currently in the process of creating a comprehensive resource booklet for parents and young people to educate them about periods.
We are extremely proud of the sustainable impact Any Time of the Month has made in its final year in Enactus UL, as it has evolved to the point where it can now move forward independently outside of Enactus.
3 innovative projects.
With over 1,400 impacts and 9 SCGs targeted.
We are transforming lives and inspiring future leaders.
We are advocating for a more sustainable world through determination and kindness.
We are Enactus UL.
We'll now begin the question and answer period.
Very well done, very well done. I just had a question on KindFinds. Do you have any sort of projections on what revenue you can earn from the website?
Okay, so on the website, we're going to have purchase links to products, to various cruelty-free products. The way we're going to go about this is to build partnerships with local beauty brands and earn commission directly through them, so have partnerships directly with them, rather than using a general affiliate marketing network or website. So we believe that if we can get 10% commission and average about 1,000 sales in a year, that would be about, or 500 sales in a year, that would give us a commission of €1,000, given that the average price of cruelty-free brands on the market, most of the products, an average price of €20. So we believe that could be the revenue we could earn in the first year on the website.
Hi, well done on the presentation. 2 quick questions. On Spark Edge, you mentioned it was quite scalable, so maybe you could talk a little bit about how you plan to do that. And secondly, on the KindFinds, it seems there's quite a dependence on the quality of the Leaping Bunny logo in terms of validating the claims of cruelty-free. So maybe talk a little bit about the importance of that and how it feeds through into what you're doing.
Yeah, so SparkEd is hugely scalable. We spent the last 3 years really developing our resources, working on our workshops, our career guidance section, and just building such a great product that we can give to so many students. And it can be seen in the huge growth we had this year to 1,259 students, how much growth potential it can have. Every student registers for the website and they can log in then during the year at any time. So it's not any extra work for us for them to access all those resources. The only extra work would be the CV feedback. So we plan to retain as many schools as we can this year and then expand even more because there's so much potential for this program.
So about KindFinds, we decided to use the Leaping Bunny logo as our certification because we felt that it aligns most closely with our values. So the Leaping Bunny logo is the only internationally recognized cruelty-free certification. So it's the only one that is recognized everywhere. It is also based on continuous assessment. So just because you are cruelty-free now doesn't mean you get a free pass forever. It also means that no part of the production process, manufacturing, any third parties included in the making of the product test on animals. So we felt that this one is the most accurate to what we believe in.
Great presentation, well done. In relation to SparkEd, are you missing a revenue opportunity when it comes to DESH schools if there is a central budget available and they could be very well-funded programs?
So we think it is really important to keep the program free for DESH schools so that they can have an opportunity to access all our resources. And we are getting a huge amount of funding from Uber. That €1,500 sponsorship is for the DESH students to do the program. So yeah.
Can I just ask about SparkEd as well? It kind of strikes me that as it scales up, maybe you've shed such a light on an issue of an area of real need that maybe you could make yourselves redundant because the schools would provide that service. They obviously have they have the skills. So why would they not see this as an area that they should put more resources into and therefore be the perfect competition to you, I guess?
So the way the program is, it's not a resource that schools could provide themselves. Like, we are college students who've just been through the Leaving Cert, and we can offer a unique perspective, just been through the Leaving Cert, gone into college, and we all bring our skills together to provide the best program we can to students. And there is a huge need for the program. We saw such great feedback from teachers this year, like really needing the resources that we are providing.
My question also relates to SparkEd, and somewhat building on the question of scaling the programme. What have you understood as the particular factors that have increased the uptake so significantly? You mentioned the 325%. What is behind that growth, and how will you use that insight to fuel your next phase of growth?
So it's completely been marketing the programme. We had a great marketing initiative this year. We invested in education magazines and websites, and also...
Thank you.